Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Justin, and today it's the July 2023 niche site update. Really, sites. There's more than one now. I mean, there's a lot of sites. So instead of like sitting there and individually going through each this site, this site, this site, it's like no, here's just all these sites in one. Here's the earnings because the individual traffic and traffic as a whole just doesn't matter. Um, but it made in total, I think $6,045 in July, which finally cracked that 6K mark, and I'm cool with that. So let's move on. So rather than go through and like talk about you know traffic and this site did this and that site did this, it's just like here's what we're working on as a whole. So long form content was generated and is being published on the biggest site, the main site, the core site, the million word case study website. Um, these are all like 3 to 4,000 words. They are very, how do I describe? Because they are AI generated. They were generated in a way that wasn't just kind of willy nilly create 4,000 words based off a keyword. It was you know outlined and talk about this. It was, but it was just like I'm not going to manually write this or pay somebody $2,000 to write all this content for me. I can have an AI write it, and then me going in, edit it. It takes about 45 minutes to edit, format, publish, and I'm talking about going through, reading it, every single word, cleaning up the text, adding bold, italicized, and lists, and H2s and H3s, and color and images. And the last one I published, I created an infographic, and that took like minutes. I was going to say seconds, but it took minutes because it was just copy the information, the core piece of information, put it on the image. Boom, I made an infographic in like 5 minutes for it. Yeah, images, finding a video. I haven't been recording videos for this um, site suite. So I've been just finding somebody's video on YouTube and embedding it in the article, featured image, the whole thing, and publishing. And so far, they're actually, I mean, they're getting indexed very quickly. They're showing up in the SERPs. I'd have to go through and look at each individual one to see if it was actually they're getting clicks. But the whole point of these articles are purely information to get people to the site um, for promoting the products that I'm creating. Maybe get some affiliate clicks. Who knows? Um, and also internal linking to you know pages that make money. So that's what we got going on there. Not really a lot of programmatic SEO for these sites at the moment. Once I start spinning up more uh, kind of AI, primarily AI through the data set sites, then I'll be doing more programmatic stuff. But even then, it's going to be basically the same programmatic stuff every single time over and over again. So there's a reason why I'm doing other things in the meantime, because that's very just boring work. It's not enjoyable. I should have my virtual assistant do that. I apologize for the transitions. Blame it on Canva. I also did a great purge a few weeks ago. I got rid of about 200 posts in one vertical that was not really related much to the niche. It was just like, okay, this is kind of in the same realm, so we'll throw it up there. I only made about $600 over the course of like, I don't know, 14 or so months. Um, Traffic was, maybe like 1,200 clicks over that same period. Not really doing much. Highly competitive niche, highly black hat niche. Really did a lot of the SERPs were dominated by like parasite SEO. People paying for articles on Philadelphia Times news, website, and they get ranked first because Philadelphia Times has such high domain authority. So got rid of it. I was like, okay, this is just clogging up space. And I was like, whatever, doesn't matter. $600, doesn't matter. Whatever, bye. um, so internal linkies. I my it's still my way, but the way I was doing internal links was incredibly lazy. It wasn't like within the context. It was just query loops at the end of articles, and all it would do is just pull similar. If a category was bakeries, it would just pull every single article with the bakery category and put it at the end of the article. Very lazy. I don't know. I'm not a nerd on the technical level. I don't know if it actually, did anything as far as internal links on a like SEO level, but somebody went down there and read to the end of the article and they, clicked over. Great, whatever. But I was like, maybe I should start doing, especially publishing these long form info articles. I should probably do some like real internal linking. Get those long articles. If they start, performing well, send that traffic throughout the site. So I bought Link Whisperer, inexpensive, and it's just slightly less lazy, I think. And I'm not even really doing a lot of, I don't know, in-depth internal linking. It's literally the recommendations. As long as it's not like going to most of like the programmatic pages, I don't really give a shit where it's going. Yep, that one looks good. That was good. That was good. Preferred it to be all in the same category, but it doesn't really matter. So slightly less lazy internal linkings. What we got next? My products. So all of them, they made a little bit more than $200 in last month, which I'm happy with because I haven't really done much. I haven't created any new products. I haven't created any new emails. There's a ton I could be doing and I should be doing instead of playing RuneScape all day. But at the same time, it's like, hey, $6,000 is more than enough. So plus everything else. So I was looking at a competitor site. They have like a monthly subscription membership thing, and it's not like a course or something like that. It's very much like going back to the bakery example that I've kind of been using. They're doing something like if they're selling like bakery, like social media captions for bakeries, so they can have 30 posts on Instagram, the captions already filled out or whatever. What they're doing is like, hey, for $15 a month, we'll just send you 10 new captions every single month, and then 3 like picture ideas, or here's some stock photos that you can use, and here's something else. Here's, you get bonuses every month. I'm like, well, knowing what I know and using the tools that I use, it would take like 9 minutes to create that. And if you get 20 bakeries, 30, 40, 100 bakeries that are all signed up, spending $15 a month or whatever, it's like that's pretty good return on investment, I think. And then taking that, whatever that product would be or whatever those things are, and then turn around and selling them for whatever the cost per month is, so people can get the legacy ideas, whatever. That seems like it's not bad. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I just have to go. I know like WooCommerce now has like a built-in subscription payment option. You can just create a product like that. I just got to figure out how to set up the back end, the actual delivery of the goods and or services. And also, I went and bought one of the products from that competitor, and they're not doing anything crazy groundbreaking. They're very much, it's almost like they might be doing the exact same thing I'm doing and just using AI to create what they're sending to customers. But what they're delivering is so, it's not bad, but it's not like cutting edge, groundbreaking, like holy smokes, this guy's going crazy. It's very much like, oh, this is run of the mill. Anybody with any kind of ingenuity could put something together to do this. So like, yeah, it just makes sense. Might as well. I think what I'm going to do is just have my VA have her transition back into this niche and these websites, and then like, hey, this is what we're doing. Like we're going to get ridiculously like in depth with this shit. And then also, I guess with my products and going back to the long form articles, eventually I want to take some of those, compile them into a book and publish them, self-publish them on Amazon and iTunes and Google Books and all those other places, just because, hey, it's content and it's useful, and people will spend the 99 cents for an ebook or $10 for a physical copy. And I know they will, because I have with another one that I created with doing the same thing. So what's next? I have no idea. Oh, press releases. Okay, I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last slide. So this is an idea I've had for a while. So what I've done is I set up a press at website.com and then a publish at website.com. And what I want to do is sign up for as many like PR distribution lists as possible. I have a few queued up. I need to just email them and say, hey, can you add this email to your, so we can publish content, as you send out these press releases. Well, instead of, the I don't know if it's a bad way, but one way that people or companies do, they just take whatever they send and they just publish it. And that's great and all. You're not going to get any organic traffic from that. You're not going to really, I mean, on an SEO level, like people will be like, well, those duplicate content's like, well, not really. Cause it's in press release and news. And if 200 sites all have the same thing, then you're not going to be like, oh, everybody's copying each other. So I'm like, okay, this is a press release. Like it's not that serious. But my idea is to basically just take those emails, depending on how they're sent to the inbox, have the email parsed out to, take the email or take the press release, run it through OpenAI's API with a prompt basically saying, hey, rewrite this as a blog post, as an article, as opposed to a press release from the perspective of, the website and the website's about this, and then boom, get it back as a blog, have it sent to the publish at website.com, and then publish it either as is or go back and edit it and whatever. And then take that, since it's like current events news, publish, distribute it, social media, throw it on Reddit, put it on like industry blogs, or not blogs, but industry forums, things like that, just to get some, I don't know if topical relevance is right phrase, but timely, get some traffic that's not so Google or search dependent, Bing and Yandex, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. That's an idea I have for that. It wouldn't take too long to set up. I've got the emails already set up. I just need to figure out the kind of how I want to send it through the AI machine, whether it's take it, parse the information into a spreadsheet, use the bulk publishing spreadsheet to, do that, take whatever the results are, send it back, or however that's going to be set up. Got to figure that out. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. With the chart, with the cool chart, monthly high. Yeah, it's kind of it. Peace.